That works. All right. Well, we're by our lonesome here. I was supposed to have a co-host or two, but one's occupied, the other one didn't answer. Um, by myself, I'll just go over the week. I thought it'd be cool to compare power rankings between PML power rankings and my Madden power rankings of PML. Um, Nice little start off, something nice and slow. Um, if my co-host joins, he's more than welcome to hop in, but I have not heard from him. Um, so anyone that doesn't know, that's just clicking the link just for fun. Got our own power rankings in our Premier Madden League, obviously a league run through Madden. Um, this one was posted by JC. Keyron does the ranking. A Rod, senior editor, just means I don't do anything. It was just my idea. And then analyst was A Rod, Keyron, Dot, and Burn. Um, so I'll break it down in a sec. And then JC does these wonderful graphics that rips them out of points because it's only a 1 minute read. Um, so we'll go all the way down. We'll start at the bottom, go to the top. Um, so essentially, this little area here is from. What's going on here? Um, okay. Um, I don't think this matters. So this little snippet here is from A Rod, Keyron, Dot, and who was the last guy? Was it Burn? Is that what I said? And Burn. So shout out to those guys for doing this every week, getting it out. I think they've only missed 1 week so far, starting since week 2 or 3 maybe. Um, so from there, start at 32. Can't A Rod, and JC, senior editor and graphic guy. Can we put the records on these graphics from now on? I think that'd be huge, just so we know. So we'll start in PMO. The Kansas City Chiefs, I believe they are winless, 0-12. Haven't played anyone yet. Have very good win against have a very winnable game, I assume, against the Cowboys this week. They're hoping maybe you could get a wing. I don't know how it's very winnable, but whatever. This here is my Madden linked to the league. They do it kind of how they want to. Chiefs are 0-11. They have the worst offense in the league, which gives them a top 10 defense, probably because turning the ball over. I think he's top 3 in picks thrown. Turning the ball over short field, you're not going to give up yards, obviously. Those ranks mean almost nothing. It depends on who you're talking about. If it's someone that's turning the ball over a lot, those mean nothing. Um, if it's someone taking the ball, I would assume that's a little more. It just depends where you are in the differential. Here, we'll just, since this covers more, 31's the 1-10 Saints. The Panthers at 30-29 for the Bengals. We have the Chargers at 31. I see why. Chargers guy left. Money game guy. Uh, he. Here's my thing with the Chargers. He was probably good for competition. This was this. Let's go back to the K-Mac years. This is where he fits in. He's good competitively. He don't chat. His streams are his content. He did not like the time of the quarters. We're on 10-minute quarters. He did not like the fourth fourth down rule. I know his last game he played, he was asking, it was like 4th and 1 on like his 40 or something like that, and he was upset he had to punt. But I think he was winning anyway. So I know right then and there he actually said on stream like, "Yeah, this is my last game. This is my last game." He said that a few times, but you could kind of tell he was really just kind of fed up with the sim league. So they have the Dolphins at 30 here. Coming off a bye with a mixed bag of games down the stretch. I played Johnny for his tryout game. Uh, oh yeah, let me throw it out there too. Chargers. I don't know where he came from, who recruited him, how he got in. He did not have a tryout game. No idea where he came from. Same as the Chiefs guy, I'm pretty sure. Um, Chiefs dude, what's his name? Let me find him. Someone tell me what the Chiefs guy's name is. It's not that guy. Fuck. I gotta see the name to know if what he did. Is it this Santonio guy? It is. Um, did he? I did not play his tryout. I don't know if he got a tryout. He could have been a guy that was sitting here, maybe. Don't know. These two came in with no tryouts. Johnny played his tryout. I thought my comments were he would have been good in this division or this type of division. He's kind of given us exactly what I thought. My notes were he sucks at scheduling, and he's proven that he's missed, I think, 4 games, but he's trying to get back on track. He has gotten back on track. Next we got Debo at 29. Debo is Debo. We've all been pretty sure that he's not really good at football. He's good at the game. He's not good at football. He's an animation guy, in my opinion. Um, Not sure what he's doing this year. He had Tank Talk in chat. Don't know what it was. Don't know what it meant. Don't know what he was insinuating. When I played him, he ran the ball 40 times, did 11 passes, but he just kept coming out gun heavy and run and dive. Um, Bottom of the division for the South. I think I don't even know. I think he's got to win. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who he's beaten, but he's got to win. Um, Middle of pack defense, worst offense or terrible offense. 29th ranked defense or offense. It'd probably be worse if he didn't just run the ball. I feel like if he ran an actual offense, it'd probably be worse than 29. Panthers, JT is just being JT. I think this Panthers team has potential. It has young guys. Um, it has a young core that JT can develop, which he loves. Um, I don't know how the class is working for him this year. I don't know how he's doing it. Don't know how long it's going to take, how it's going to convert from PCFB to Madden. But JT's giving us the usual JT season 1. Can't really be surprised here. Bengals. It was Z. Now it's D Town. I played his tryout, and honestly, I thought this was a good fit for him. Um, he is not giving the league what he gave his tryout game, in my opinion. I feel like we're being cheated out of something. I think he's definitely better than he's played. To be right above a winless and a CPU, but under someone that has 1 win. That's did he go up or down? How did we get here? How did we get here for Young? He hasn't moved. That can't. How has he not moved if he got down here to? So did he got jumped by the Saints? So the Saints were here, the Dolphins were here, the Panthers were here, and this that is so disrespectful. Please tell me he's getting blown out or something. Oh my but Jesus. He's coming off a bye. He lost to a top 3 team and beat the Bills. And he's at 30? Debo just got blown out. Brother. He just lost by 23. Had a bye week. Then lost by 5. Lost by 3. Lost by 2. Lost by 12. He hasn't won a game since week 6. Bro. 12. Holy shit. He hasn't won a game since week 6. Bro. That is crazy disrespectful. I just caught that. We gotta get some answers, bro. We gotta get answers for that, because that is criminal. He has 4 times his wins. He just won 2 weeks ago. And Debo's coming off a blowout. Wow. Alright. Back to that's some fucked up stuff. Alright. We got the Niners, Lions, and Titans next. Niners. Okay, makes sense. They add up here. They got a beatdown. This is nothing new. Starting to become a brand. You could tell Keyron wrote this because he puts the periods by his, or he puts spaces between his periods. You could tell that was Keyron. And I think they do them by division. So I just wrote that's worth. Keyron probably writes the NFC North. Let's. I want to pull up another tab with a schedule, so I can just click back and forth. So let's see what happened here. Yeah, they're just getting beat up. He got beat up this week, last week, the week before. But he won week 10. So that it could be a lot worse. He's one more recent than Debo. Next is the Lions, Neff. Here we have Green Bay. They have Green Bay down here. Maybe the best under 500 team in PML has to offer. They finish with Denver, Chicago, Baltimore, and Minnesota. I feel like he's not having a terrible season. He's ranked 20th here in on my Madden. So where's the Lions are at 27. Where are the Lions here? 20? Okay, so the Lions and Packers are flipped. So let's see what's going on here. Didn't this power ranking get released today? Did this power ranking get released today? Okay, This was before they played. Because this says they're with. Wait, no. The Lions are 0-4 in the division. So this is up to date. So you're telling me the Packers beat the Lions and the Packers go up 1 and the Lions stay all the way up here at 20? Maybe they're there because the Texans and Bucks fell? When you actually look at this, it's starting not to make a lot of sense. Next, we got the Titans. I know the Titans are coming off a loss. Titans at 26. They got them at 24. The Packers have a win, and they're under a team with a loss that hasn't moved. The Titans lost by 21. The Titans lost by 21. They don't fall, but they stay above the Packers, who just moved up. In my opinion, the Titans drop down at least under the Packers. At least under the Packers. I just played the Jets. The Jets just lost by 22. Why are the Packers coming off where are they at? They're coming off a 10-point win over the 20th ranked Lions. And they're under 2 teams that just got blown out? Lost and then blown out? Why wouldn't the Packers be up at 23 while these two, he should drop below the Titans, and the Titans should drop below the Packers? Are we adding the Texans to the list? Texans got blown out by 21. Add him to the list of another team that should drop below the Packers. I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding how power rankings work, but usually if you get a 2-possession win, you go over 2 teams that lost by 20 plus points. What did the Bucks do? The Bucks lost by 28. Who? Keyron does the rankings. It says so up here, don't it? Keyron does the rankings, right? Alright, so Keyron, I don't know what beef you have with the Packers. Maybe you just don't like Cruz. Maybe you just don't like Cruz. And that's perfectly, honestly, okay. You cannot like anybody you want. The fact of the matter is, the Packers won by 10. And they are ranked behind the 22-point loss Jets, the 21-loss Texans, the 28-point loss Buccaneers, the 21-point loss Titans. That is crazy disrespect. That is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he beat the Lions. He should have jumped at least 5. You could drop all of them down 1. I don't care if you just drop them all by whoever lost the most to the least. Packers should be up at 20. The fact that he's at 25 is criminal. I'm not even going over these guys because we just did. They all lost by 20. It was like hey, who could lose by 20 points the most? Fucking me, bitch. I don't understand. What the Giants do, man? What did the Giants do this week? What did the Giants do? We're on a cold streak right now, bro. The Giants, they lost. I'm not gonna say he should move. He's perfectly okay with being above the Packers at what should be 20, in my opinion. Reverse. He was up by 22 to the 4-8 Patriots. But that doesn't matter. Final score is the final score, right? Don't matter how you get there. You got there. That's a good win for the Patriots though. There's the Patriots right up next. +7. An impressive win. I think Byrne is a sneaky user. And I think the Giants are a sneaky team. I don't think they're great, but I don't think they're bad. That's a good win. Coming back by 22. And he went for 2 with no time left, I'm pretty sure. Rams go up 5 points to 17. Where are the Rams? Rams win by 2 against the Panthers. Rams have been rough, man. He had a terrible start to the season, if I remember. Or maybe it was good and then he went on a cold streak. He lost. He won. So he's 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 2-6, 2-7, and then he won his last 3. And then does he see the Cardinals again, or did he? And then he sees the Cardinals for the first time, who have been on a little streak of their own there. Good for the Rams. They're trying to get it together. Not much. Not much more he could do. You're making a run, I guess. I don't think he fight. What's that division look like? I don't think he makes a run for the division. He could. He could run for the division. He's got to play the Cardinals twice. So we'll start from the Cardinals' point of view since we're on their schedule. Cardinals got to play the Rams twice. He's got to play Casper. I don't know when Casper comes full strength again. He's got to play the Falcons, which have been having a good season, and then he plays the CPU Bengals, which people are apparently struggling with. I have not played I did an offline, so I guess I have played, but the Bengals weren't that hard. I mean, people are complaining, but they're still only 3-8. Oh fuck! What am I even talking about? The Bengals aren't CPU. Wait. The Bengals are about to load up right now. Okay, so we're gonna have a super late advance. That's great. He's got a chance. Who's he play? Cards twice, obviously. He plays. Okay, so they both got to play the Falcons. They got to play each other twice, and then so basically it's gonna come down to who wins those 2 games and who they have left here. I don't think the Rams beat the Lions, and the Rams already beat the Seahawks. So he was Lions, Seahawks. He is Texans, Bengals. honestly, he has a shot now. And we still got the Seahawks to look at too. I mean, Seahawks got to play the Vikings, the Falcons, the Colts. He almost beat the Vikings today. Did they run it back? Are they running it back? Let's see. Let's get a quick update here. This has ads. We don't do free ads, bucko. We're looking at a 7-7 Seattle lead. All right, well, we'll see what happens, man. These two can both fight for the division. Miles is not. The Cards aren't safe. Cardinals are not safe. Next, we got the Bills. Didn't we just go over the Bills? No, we did not. They lose by 12 to the Steelers. I think DK could be having a better season if he was here from the jump. I think he missed the first 2 games. Excuse me. Oh, well, he won that one. He lost that one. DK did not lose to Puffy. All right, so you missed the first 3 games. You got to win out of it. I'm just this was not. I'm not falling for it. I think he came here week 4 and beat drama. So Bills lose as expected. I mean, DK is DK. I think DK is an exceptional player. I think he's pretty good. Colts +2 at 14. Colts are coming off a 21-point victory. They moved up twice. Who fell for them to go up 2 and nobody? They would have been at 16. Is that the Chargers then? Yeah, I think that's the Chargers. Oh, congrats to the Patriots on moving up. The biggest riser. Cowboys don't move. I think he plays the Chiefs. They said that it was a winnable. Yeah, DK missed the first 3. Yeah, I thought so. DK won losing a Puffy, bro. Cowboys beat the shit out of the Chiefs 57-23. I don't see them moving. Beating the Chiefs does not move the needle. Raiders Beast bro. Beast has won some games he wasn't supposed to, I'm pretty sure. Beat the Chargers CPU, I think. He beat SP Dot. That was a good game. He beat the shit out of the Cowboys. I thought the Cowboys would have put up a much better fight. I thought they'd win, honestly. He's got a good game against the Broncos, and then he could have beat the Jaguars, bro. I think this is the game where he kind of sat up, like, you know what? I'm sitting at, was it 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm sitting at 3 and 4. Whatever. He loses, but I feel like it's just kind of the way he loses to Keyron and the kind of the Keyron plays. It makes you invested, like I want to compete. And he went on and just won 4 straight, probably 5 straight. This will be my game of the week. The way Beast is playing, he's gonna beat the Broncos. They're going in this game at 8-5. Nobody's beaten the Eagles yet. The Bears came close. The Bears had a great game, down 2 scores with 3 minutes left. I think 4 minutes left. Honestly, probably should have got the ball, or probably should have went to overtime. Honestly, I think that would have been the result if AJ Brown didn't catch that ball. I think Beast wins week 16, 17, and 18. So even if he loses this game and he's sitting at 11-6 after starting, oh damn, he beat the Sean 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4. Starting 1-4, 11 and sitting at 11-6 afterwards. Beast is definitely. I think Beast should get a little more respect here. Cardinals. Alejandro, Miles, Henry, Fake Jake, Rihanna, whatever he wants to be, moves up one. Uh, Surprising after winning by 28. Winning by 28, you move up one. SP Dot staying in the top 10 just simply based off his name and the respect that he gets. Interesting. Because the Browns are definitely not playing as a top 10 unit, especially after losing to the Raiders 2 weeks ago. I know I just said it was a good loss, but still, like you're supposed to be him. Um, I'll tell you right now, if you let him score 31, I mean, you're right on par with everybody else. 31, 31, 31, 31. Titans will probably lose 31-17. I don't know. Um, what's the North look like? Everybody's sitting at sevens. What's the division look like though? The Browns are handling the division. Um, I know they have a Cincinnati game at the end of the year. They probably still got to play the Steelers again. Yep. And they're done with the Ravens. Steelers, his only tough comp's gonna be the Ravens. He's got to play them twice. He's got the Ravens tonight. Dolphin. DK could win this division. I think DK, the Packers, Steelers twice. Okay. Mark has the most favorable remaining schedule. All right, let me see this again. Yeah, this game right there automatically does that, and then having to play the Steelers. Mark, it's gonna go Mark, DK, and SP Dot, and that's not the way they're gonna finish. That's just the easiest to hardest finish. Um, Mark's definitely got the most favorable schedule to end the year, and then DK, and then SP Dot. How do you is it in standings? Yes, it is. Remaining strength of schedule. They say that DK has the hardest path, but I disagree. I disagree off of that. Um, Next is the Steelers. Um, Playing for the division against Baltimore, not for the division, but you know what I mean. Um, Playing to lead the division against the Ravens. That'll be a really good game. I I'd be interested to see if Mark plays the Bengals and then slides over in advance and plays DK. Um, I like DK. We'll see the rest. I like him at 9 right now. I like that. I think the Browns should be a little lower. Chicago Bears coming off a tough loss. I'm surprised they lost or they move honestly. Um, he lost to the best team in the league. Well, let's see what the Vikings are coming off of. Vikings are coming off a 27-9 win. Okay, I get it. And then if he's losing, let's see what he's looking like right now. Let's live update. He's losing, but just got a pick. We'll leave that there. So I probably wouldn't have moved him. I probably would have kept the Bears at 7. Would have kept the Vikings at 8. Ravens +4. Ravens are playing right now. Can't really give an update there. Beat the Jets by 21. So you're telling me he lost by 21 twice and did not move? Not my problem. Not my problem. Not my problem. The Broncos balling. Ballin got beat by 32. That's why he hasn't moved. Because he did not play. He would be down here. I think he would be at 10. Browns at 9. Steelers at 8. Vikings at 7. Bears at 6. Ravens at 5. That's how I do that. Falcons, we won by 22 against the Jets. Didn't expect to move considering, one, we did what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to take care of the Jets. No disrespect to A-Rod. It's just where we're at right now in this current season, in this current state of the league. Also, I can't move up if these two won't lose, for one. Two, these two have to. This guy won't lose. These two won't lose again. Funny enough, Commanders only lost to the Falcons. Me personally, I'm putting the Jags at 2, the Falcons at 3, and I'm putting the Commanders at 4. Simply because his one loss was to me, and ever since that game, I was rolling besides the Colts game, but it is what it is. I would at least put the Jags above the Commanders. I mean, then again, Commanders' loss was not as bad considering he lost to the Falcons. And then number 1, man, the Eagles, man. Eagles is playing his nuts off. Apparently he's some Madden god from another league. I mean, I don't know much about the dude. I think his name's like Raging Boner. Excuse me. So yeah, we kind of went over the games there as we went through the power rankings. Honestly, I should write down my own power ranking compared to theirs and just kind of compare or post it and see what the chatter is. But I definitely think they got a few things. I won't say wrong. We have 2 different opinions. Obviously, me and Keyron, because Keyron's the guy that does the ranking. Definitely some. I don't know if it's not paying attention, or you don't like somebody, or what it is, but the rankings are definitely a little off. I like to go over the standings real quick. I guess we'll just go down the list. Let me zoom in for you. All right. So we'll start with the East. The Bills at 6-6, Jets 5-7, Patriots 5-8, and the Dolphins at 4-7. Jets, as many 20-point losses the Jets have, they are beating their division. Maybe that's all it comes down to. This division is just. Oh, shit, excuse me. Whew. I would put this division be above the South. I think the South is the worst division in the league, actually, looking at it. I think it's the South, and then it's the East, and then it's the West, and then it's probably the West again, and then the North, South, and East. I think off the top of my head, just looking at it, that's where I'm at. So yeah, A-Rod was sitting in the middle, 3-0. He's got the Dolphins. He can win. He's got the Jaguars. He'll probably lose by 21. He should beat the Saints. Okay, so if A-Rod stays on par, right, undefeated in the division, he beats the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Patriots. He's sitting at 8-7. Loses to the Jags for sure, so he's sitting at 8-8. That Saints game is going to be the decider as of right now where he's at, because with Debo not tanking, I think that game should be pretty easy for him as long as he stops the run. The team above him, the Bills, 1-3 in the division. History says he loses his divisional games to A-Rod. The Bills are screwed. He's got to play the Browns and the Eagles. And again, based on history, he loses to the Patriots and the Jets because they're divisional games. I don't give a shit what you do against the Bengals. Do the Patriots have a chance at 5-8? In my professional opinion, it could come down to divisional record. No, I lied. It would probably come down to this game right here, this head-to-head game. Because he's got a bye. If he wins this game, he's sitting at 7-8. This game he's gonna lose. That'll be 8-8. It'll come down to this Jets game. Because technically they'll both be. He'll be 6-8, 6-9. Oh wow, he can't lose this game. Because A-Rod will probably only lose one more, honestly. They'd both be 8-8 coming in this game, I think, or 7-8 coming in this game. And then it'll come down to the winner of this, and then their Week 18 games. There's a chance. I don't think it's the Bills, though. I think it's going to come down to the Jets and Patriots. I'm not even going to look at the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins have a chance. They're 4-7. We got to at least look at who the last games are, I guess. He could beat the Saints. I don't think he beats the Jets. He's not beating DK. I don't think he beats Puffy, and I don't think he beats Vet. Dolphins, you've been eliminated. Next up, we already went over the North. Like I said, easiest was Mark, then DK, then SP. It's Mark's division to lose. It's kind of where I'm at. I think the North. Can the North squeak in 2? Can the North squeak in 2? That's the question. Where are they at right now? They're squeaking in 3 right now. All 3 of them are making it. And that's very likely. Well, before I go into that, let me see who's next. Okay, yeah, they're next. Okay, so we'll Jags are already locked. Jags are winning their division. They're locked in. Colts got to play the Jags, 7-6. This will be a good game. He wins. He loses. He wins. I think he goes 0-2 against the Jags. Probably wins those other 3. So he's sitting at what? 10-7. Is 10-7 good enough? I don't see Mark losing 3 games. He could lose those 2 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I don't see him losing any other game. Same thing. He could lose both to the Ravens. Those two could be toss ups. I give DK the edge. I think DK defensively can play Mark. Maybe this Browns game decides it for him. That'll give him 8 losses. And the Browns win. I think DK, did they already play? And he beat DK. I think DK, did I watch that game? I think DK barely lost that game. And then he's got to play JC. So the Browns could end up with 7. Will that be 1, 2, 3? That would be 7 losses. You might have to be 11-6 to make the playoffs. Do the Texans lose another game? Yes. Week 16. I don't know, man. I think Titans lose. I think they lose week 14. They already have 8 losses. Why am I? Yes, they're out. Let me see the Colts again. The Texans have a very favorable schedule. I think if Casper gets. If Casper stops sitting on his chair upside down, and if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, he can very well finish 11-6. 11-6 or 10-7. This Raiders game is going to be. It just depends if he decides to show up or not. As for the West, with the Chargers being gone and the Chiefs being gone, the Raiders and Broncos, I think it's Beast's division to lose. I think he beats the Broncos. Oh, fuck. It's between these two. This is a huge game. Holy I did not realize how huge this game was. Like it didn't click to me that the Chargers were CPU and they're done until just now in this moment. Wow. Raiders, Packers, Jags, Chiefs, Chargers. Win-win. Win-win. So we're both sitting at 9-5 right now. I think the Raiders have the harder schedule. Would you rather play the Packers, Jags, Broncos, Chargers? Or would you rather play the Eagles, Texans, Giants, Chiefs? I would rather have this schedule. I think Beast has the easier schedule. That I would rather play the Eagles and then Texans, Giants, Chiefs than play Kieran and Cruz. Because Chiefs, Chargers, CPU. Well, I guess actually they're kind of similar. Actually, what am I bullshitting about, bro? What am I talking about? The Packers are literally the Giants, and then the Chiefs and Texans are the fucking Chargers and fucking Chiefs. Like, what the fuck am I spewing about, bro? I guess I'm just trying to make content out here. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Give me the Raiders, bro. I think they both have pretty similar schedules. Give me the Raiders. As for the East, these two motherfuckers play twice. The Eagles and the Commanders play twice. Let's play the game that we always used to play on the breakfast show. When will the Giants lose? They're not losing a CPU. I really do think if Beast locks in, I really do think Beast could win. I really, really do. And then I think Q could win one of those games. Not both. Not both. I think Q could win one of them. Unless the Raiders win. If the Raiders win, I think Eagles locks in for both Commanders games. But I think if he beats the Raiders, I think Q can catch him slipping at the least week 18. At the least. Maybe week 16. The Bills, I'm sorry, you have no shot. The Eagles might finish with 0 losses. It'd be really crazy if the Eagles and Commanders split. As for the Commanders, he's got to play drama. Burn. Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles. I think it's the same way. I think he just loses 2 to the Eagles. I think that's it. I don't think this division moves. What are the Cowboys looking like? Lions, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. Do the Cowboys lose another game? Week 17? What was the score to their first game? Close game. I think if Q loses to the Eagles week 16, I think he takes off week 17 and week 18. It's very possible. All right, I don't think he does. I think it's more likely. That's what I'll say. It's more likely he takes those games off. I think the Cowboys can squeak out this game, and they'll need to finish off their playoffs. The South. Oh shit! I skipped the North. The North is interesting too now. Where do these guys finish? I don't think the Packers or Lions are involved in this race at all. So start at drama because he's on top. Let's see where he's at now. He's winning right now. So if he wins, that'll put him at 8-5. That'll put him at 8-5 while the Bears are 7. So he'll be the Lone Ranger at the top of the North. Let's say how much time's left? Who's got ball? Oh, okay. Crucial moment. We'll watch this play. Fourth and 1 on the 6. He had the slant, but he'll take that. All right, we'll make it quick and we'll catch the rest of that game. Drama could lose to the Commanders and the Cowboys. Packers, Browns, Packers. It's gonna come down to that Commanders game. I think that like Commanders compared to the Browns, that's kind of hand in hand right now. The rest are kind of like JC should win out. Besides that, and Drama should win out. Besides that, they might finish where they are right now. I think if Drama wins this game, he finishes at what would it be 12 and 11 and 6, and JC will be 12 and 6. Oh shit. So he'd be 12 and 5. Sorry. I think I have it wrapped up in the South. That's no disrespect to anybody, to nobody. Just that 5 and 7. I don't see me losing 4 games. Knock on wood. It could very well happen. We all know. And I do play vet again, but I don't think so. Obviously, I do play the Seahawks tonight. I play the Bucks, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Saints. I would have to lose all 5 of these games for him to win the division, I think. Well, you'd have the head-to-head. So if I lose these 4, it would come down to this game. As for him, I would need JT to probably steal one. I think he loses here. It might very well come down to our game. Unless Johnny does something, but it could come down to my game. Um, then the South, I think the South is the Cardinals to lose. The Seahawks are winning. We're kind of right back where they were. He had a minute left to win their disconnect. Um, we'll try to make it quick. Rams, Texans, Falcons. Yeah, I mean, besides obviously myself, there's nothing really remaining for him. He could kind of put it in cruise control. As for the Seahawks can also they got to win this game. They have to win this game, and these four. Mine obviously I can't comment on my games. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna win. Obviously, just being confident in myself. So he would need to win it. So that's kind of I think it's a toss up here. They're both sitting out. They're one loss apart. It's gonna I don't think they play again. So that's kind of where that's at. We could catch the last of this game. JJ McCarthy get another money drive out of him. Aaron Jones added senior to his jersey. Third and 9. Not looking good for him.
He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now.
Oh wow, that was what's it called? Risky.
Usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on fourth down. To throw. Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew. It's coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Love you.
Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, GG's for drama. Unless he could force an incomplete pass. I don't know why this guy would throw it though. That's a tough. That wheel route was not ideal.
Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Another carry for Charbonnet.
All right.
And once again, he doesn't
He's got a 4th down. He's going to get the ball with, what, 40 seconds left? I'd punt it. I'd try to pin him.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out.
He's not going for it. He's not going for it. There's no way. Take the delay game or call timeout.
Now Seattle gonna call it second
All right.
timeout.
He'll get the ball with
Just one left to
35 seconds. He's going to kick the field goal.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. You better get all of this one
He could miss this.
to go.
Damn. Honestly, a miss would have been crazy.
And they're gonna grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35.
Legacy Drive Part 2.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
You got to get out of bounds, though. Oh, no. Drama. Bro, Drama, you're not the lock, the click on king.
And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Oh, you got him. Yep, get out of bounds.
Thielen's got it. It's complete.
Okay. 24 seconds.
This across midfield.
Need 7.
That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Setting up to pass.
He's got him. Oh.
Along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that.
I don't think he possession caught that. Maybe he highballed it. I don't know.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely.
That's tough.
Whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air sideways
What's going on here, man?
as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
What is this thing yapping about, bro? Oh my god, what are you doing, brother? Bro, I don't want Drama to say nothing about nobody ever again, bro. What are these? What are you doing? Bro, even if he catches that, you're not getting there. You're not getting there in 13 seconds.
Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Try and push it deep,
What are you?
and that is incomplete. 8 seconds left.
Thank God Neff ain't here, man, because he would disagree with me just to disagree that I'm commented on this game. What the hell?
3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
T-Pain's on tour? He's in Cleveland. Yo, we're at the concert too, yo.
To convert here on 4th down.
Take a picture. My cousin's at the T-Pain concert, allegedly. You don't got him. It's got to go end zone.
Overtime. And that's incomplete in the end.
Yo, I thought he was catching that.
As that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee.
All right. Well, Seahawks finish that one off. Oh, we got a good game here. I'm going to restart the stream in a minute.